Alright, okay, today we're talking about Birmingham. And yes, we do have a video about Birmingham here on this channel, but today we are diving deeper. We will be dissecting it further, even talking about the cost of living in Birmingham, comparing it with other major cities here in the UK. This video will feel or serve more like an ultimate guide to moving to Birmingham, either from within the UK or from outside the UK, as a single individual, a student, or as a family. I believe it is a statement of fact as it stands now that Birmingham is the second largest city in the United Kingdom, with amazing opportunities, speaking of career, business, education, due to the vast amount of investment and regeneration this city has gone through. Birmingham gives you all of the good, all of the luxury, all of the benefits without the price tag, like London, for example, where I stay. This is why, as a matter of fact, Birmingham is a very popular city, and a lot of people who know about the UK, who are coming into the UK, have Birmingham in mind. I'm trying to stay where the light can catch my face. If you're wondering what the perks are about staying in Birmingham, I'm going to have that video linked down in the description, as this particular video is dedicated to the cost of living in Birmingham. So before we break it down to moving to Birmingham as a student or as a family person or as a single, working individual, let us look at the general or overall cost of renting in Birmingham. So if you're looking to rent a one-bedroom apartment, for example, you should have at about 600 thereabout in your budget. If you're looking at a two-bedroom apartment, you should have at about 800 thereabout in your budget. And if you're looking at three-bedroom apartment, you should be looking at towards £900, £950 thereabout. And if four-bedroom is what will fit your choice, then you should definitely budget from £1,000 thereabout. That said, let us look at the cost of living in Birmingham versus other major cities here in the UK, according to data by expertisan.com. So statistics has it that the cost of living in Birmingham is 28% cheaper than London. It's about the same with Manchester. That's the cost of living in Birmingham is equal to that of Manchester. Cost of living in Birmingham is said to be 4% more expensive than Leeds. Apparently Leeds is 4% cheaper than Birmingham. Birmingham is said to be 8% more expensive than Liverpool. This can give you an idea of the cost of living at the same time of these other cities. The cost of living in Birmingham is said to be the same as York. The cost of living in Birmingham is said to be 9% more expensive than Leicester. The cost of living in Birmingham is said to be at about the same with Edinburgh, that's in Scotland. The cost of living in Birmingham is said to be 7% cheaper than Bristol. The cost of living in Birmingham is said to be 6% more expensive than Plymouth. So these are some major cities in the UK juxtaposed against or with Birmingham. Okay, now let us look at the cheapest and most expensive places according to statistics to live in Birmingham. So the top cheapest places to live here in Birmingham are Nechells, and Nechells, I hope that's how it's pronounced, is on this list because the average cost of property there in Nechells is said to be at about £100,000. So with about £100,000, you can afford to purchase a property there in Birmingham. Sounds quite cheap. The second cheapest is Aston Witton, and this is because you can afford to buy a property of about £100,000 there as well. And lastly is Lozells, and this is because with about £120,000 you can afford to buy a property there as well. Apparently what this is saying is, I know you might not be looking to buy a property straight away, but given the price to purchase a property there tells you as well that rentage there will be quite low. Then the most expensive areas to live in Birmingham according to the list is Hockley Heath, Earlswood. As much as this area has its perks that made it quite expensive, proximity to the train station, easy access to the motorway, restaurant, airport, everything commutable, properties there for purchase averages at about £600,000. That is not cheap. Then Knowley as well is an expensive area there in Birmingham because it does have all of the wonderful perks that comes with the area, and house prices there starts at about £500,000. Then the third most expensive is Henley in Arden. And just because it is an amazing area, prices of properties there averages at about 400, almost 500,000 pounds. And for all of these house prices, tells you that renting there as well wouldn't be quite cheap, or wouldn't be the cheapest. So if you're on a budget, you might as well take these areas off your list. So if you're looking at moving to Birmingham alone, I'll advise you consider moving into a room in a shared apartment, because that way you can make friends, you can mix up with fellow people of like mind. Whether you are a worker or a young professional, living in a shared apartment can afford you the opportunity to mingle with people, save money, especially because most of the time you might not even be indoor anyway. As you're running work or running your activity, you pretty much just want a place you want to retire back to after a long day of stress. To find a room in a shared apartment or a shared space, check out Gumtree. Also look at Spare Room. You'll find listings of either bed space or one room in an apartment, where you can just start off your inquiry and your journey to settling in the area. Then if you're moving in as a student, Birmingham is amazing because it does have 6 universities and about 5 colleges. There is the Aston University, there is the Birmingham City University, Birmingham University, Newham University, University of Law, University College Birmingham. For colleges there in Birmingham, there is Birmingham Metropolitan College, Bournville College, Cadbury. Look, I'll leave the names on the screen. They are amazing institutions there in Birmingham, and that alone goes to show you that there are lots of friends and lots of people from different parts of the world, as a matter of fact, to meet. So many young home students, British students to mingle with there in the area. So some areas popular among students, which they've selected as some of the best areas to stay as a student, is Selly Oaks, Egbaston or Igbaston, Bournebrook, Harborne, City Centre, mostly East Side, Digbeth. And one thing all of these areas have in common is that they have amazing restaurants, they have amazing pubs for meet-up, hook-up, affordable student-friendly accommodations as well as eatery, hangout, and all of those things young people like. And to further help you with accommodation as a student, check out these websites. There is studentaccomodation.bham.ac.uk, there is unilodgers.com, there is libertyliving.co.uk. These websites will help you with starting off with accommodation, and there are close to 100,000 students there in Birmingham. Then if you're considering Birmingham as a family, even if you're coming to study or coming as a skilled worker, these are for people who are coming from overseas. But if you live here within the UK and you're looking to relocate with your family to Birmingham, it is an amazing city to move to because it does have amazing job opportunity given the massive development there in Birmingham, and housing there is amazing if you're looking to rent or buy, just as they have wonderful schools for your children. If you already have them or you're planning to raise a family, you will feel at home there in Birmingham as everybody is sorted. You as an adult and your kids in terms of their education from primary up until tertiary. So some amazing areas you should be looking at there in Birmingham are Hill Sowen. You're just gonna see the spelling up there. These names and pronunciations can be really tricky. This particular area is amazing, not ordinarily amazing, really amazing, as properties there are affordable whether you're looking to rent or buy, because even with as low as £120,000, I tell you, you can afford to buy a flat. Then if you take it up a little bit more to about 160, you can afford to buy a nice terrace home. Bourneville is another amazing place to stay, as it is very family friendly, has this family vibe with nice parks, restaurants where you can hang out and sit out with your family. Sutton Coldfield is another amazing area, and Harborne as well is a great place to stay as a family. All of these places are very amazing as they have good commute and accessibility to hospitals, universities, shops, these important outlets you need as a home. In a nutshell, Birmingham is an amazing place to stay. If you're looking at commute, how to get around Birmingham, they do have amazing public transportation system in terms of the train, the bus, the bikes, amazing car parks everywhere in very strategic places. In case you have your personal vehicle and you like to park, you do not have your personal vehicle, not to worry. There are taxis, bus, trains, everything you need to commute. On top of amazing airport, local and international, you are very covered if you intend to stay in Birmingham. Whether as a student, a working professional, or as a family. Are there more things you do know about Birmingham? Let us know in the comment section. And if you think from this video and from the other video, Birmingham is a place you are considering, also tell me in the comment section. And I'll see you in the next video.